one that thinks that was weird back in the early 2000s when Missy Elliot was riding around with little kids, little Asian and little white babies and having them? That shit was weird. Like, it was weird back then and it's weird now. Like, you're an adult. Why do you have kids a part of your posse?
I know this. I know. I love him. I love him.
All right, that's enough of being ghetto. Well, welcome back to the Medusa Show. I am your host, the Medusa. Let's talk about Ciara. So Ciara has some new music on the list. It's called Jump. And I'm being facetious because I'm saying new because it's really not new. It's really a regurgitated sound. And quite frankly, I'm tired of it. I have a theory. Somebody said that they think that damn Russell is telling her to make this kids bop ass music. Does Russell have a chokehold on her? Like, it's weird because she still has the sex appeal, but she wants to be in like this childlike format. Like, no, I'm serious. Y'all are laughing, but I'm like, what? Okay, first of all, I'm sick of this little kid. First, she started off with the goodies. Okay, my goodies, which is real juvenile if you really think about it, but it was cute back in 05 when you was what, all of 20, 21 years old. Now, then she came back with what? Oh, yummy all in my tummy. Like, is this the Wiggles? What is this? And now she's talking about, he love it when I make that thing jump. Go wild when I make a thing jump. Now, don't get me wrong. I could see that song growing on me eventually. They say that she's making back to school music. Ciara, I don't know. It's giving very Christian. It's giving Christian TikTok. Like she makes PG-13 music, and I don't even really necessarily want her to get raunchy with it, but I just want her to make music that's age appropriate. And you know what? Somebody also brought up the fact there was like, well, because I was saying on TikTok, and I'll insert the clip, but I was saying, like, I'm tired of Ciara dancing with children and making this childlike music. And somebody was like, oh, well, Missy Elliot used to have kids in her music videos. And I'm like, okay, and that shit was weird too, if we're being honest. Like, if we're being completely honest. Like, I thought, why do you have children a part of your posse? Anyways, child, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But I'm sick of seeing. You know, am I the only one that thinks that was weird back in the early 2000s when Missy Elliot was riding around with little kids, little Asian and little white babies and having them? That shit was weird. Like, it was weird back then and it's weird now. Like, you're an adult. Why do you have kids a part of your posse? Bringing them up on stage to accept awards and shit. Anyways, I want more for Ciara. I really do. Okay, next up on the docket, we have Mario and Tory Lanez. Okay. Lord Jesus. So Mario has released new music with Tory Lanez after he done won this versus battle, because that's the only thing this nigga ever won. I don't think he's ever won not near one piece of award. The versus battle is probably the most that he's ever accomplished throughout his career. I don't even think this nigga has won as much as a Nickelodeon award, and that's why he's so mad. Mario, I just want to say real quick, I'm so disappointed with Mario and his behavior on the versus battle. That shit turned me off. Okay, it was supposed to be something to like celebrate Black artistry and Black R&B, something for the millennials, you know. And y'all and these toxic ass Black men and they BS. They have to ruin everything. And the sad part is like y'all are not rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, I don't understand what this need for being a thug when you singing in falsettos. Okay. It was just I hated the way they was acting. They acted like they about to fight over one wish. Like, but Mario is really at first it was like cute, fun shade, but Mario is the one who really like took it to the next level. Do people really like Mario? growing up, I grew up listening to these men. I don't remember Mario being that guy. I don't. Like, I remember Bow Wow. Hell, I feel like Mario was more with the little Romeos in them. Like, he never really crossed over. And so I feel like he just did a lot of projecting. Anyways, it's been rumored. It's not even rumor. It's been confirmed that he is making music with Tory Lanez. So two big head ass losers that really never popped off to begin with are making music together. I'm Gen X. Mario was not hitting. He was not hitting. He never, I don't think, now don't get me wrong, he's very talented, but I remember now Omarion, the Bow Wows, the Chris Browns, the Soldier Boys, those are the ones that like popped off. Mario never really popped off. Hell, I even feel like Lloyd had, I'll put Mario and Lloyd in the same category. Mario really didn't have no business. Well, never mind. Let me stop. Because I actually thought that Mario was going to win the versus battle, but I was so turned off by the toxic masculinity that, you know, was being projected onto my screen. And now I'm finding out that Mario's doing a song with a known abuser. So I'm just completely turned off. And, you know, for someone whose mom, you know, passed away from heroin, who was a heroin addict and grew up in the slums of Baltimore, Mario, I would just think that you would just be a little more compassionate. Okay, I would think that you'd be a little more humble. But you're not. You probably just like your daddy. Mm-hmm. I don't even know your daddy, but I'm just saying. I would imagine him to be an abusive man because Mario gives me abusive tea. Mario looks like he hits women. Okay, I don't know that for a fact. I'm not gonna say so allegedly, but and to me, he gives that vibe. Okay, so F Mario. Next, we have Oryan's penis. There was leaked footage of his. Did he leak it himself? Like, it's the desperate attempts. Like, did y'all see it? It made its way on my Twitter feed. Did anyone see Omarion's brother's penis on Twitter? Did y'all see him doing jumping jacks with his D out? Child, you know, I don't want to get this live taken down, but did you see it? It really wasn't nothing to see. He really could have kept it in his camera roll. But yes, Omarion's brother that nobody knows, or you know, who also is Janae Aiko's baby daddy. I'm gonna keep my comments to we're gonna talk about her in a second. Yes, there was some leaked. I think because he's a fucking Bama, he leaked I believe he leaked footage of himself doing naked jumping jacks like a fucking loser. What is going on? Like, what kind of desperate attempt for attention? And it's like, and of course, you're Janae Aiko's baby daddy, because Janae Aiko is a bird, and I feel like she likes corny dudes, and so of course, and that's corny to me. Men leaking their own news. I mean, if you're gonna leak your news, you better have a big dog, okay? Like, you better be working with a monster. And it's just, I just think that's corny. Like, why are you leaking your news? That's corny to me. But I mean, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Did y'all see it? Clearly, I don't think anybody saw it. It was all over Twitter. But I thought it was whack. And going back to Janae Aiko, Janae Aiko is having a baby with Big Sean. Okay. I'm trying to be nice. I'm really trying to be nice because, you know, she's an expectant mom, so I don't want to talk bad about a pregnant woman. But with that being said, I do have to just, I can't help but to think about all the times where Janae Aiko was telling young girls how to be a wife and how to prepare to be a wife, and here you are. Then somebody's second or third baby mama, or whatever the fuck you are, however that line up, however it lines up. Child. So Janae Aiko, Summer Walker, and SZA, those are like, that's the holy trinity for bird activity. And, you know, if you're while they make good music, they make music for birds. I love their music. I love the sound, but I would never like apply it to my real life. And quite frankly, you know who we might as well just add to that list? Jazmine Sullivan. Because after this most recent album, that album was given very much so, pick me, I will pay your rent for some dick. Next, while we're on the topic of music, we could just get this has been out the way. Macy Gray, shut your Macy Gray. First of all, I'm kind of annoyed that Macy Gray is getting all this, heat, and she's and that white dude Piers Morgan isn't getting none either. But that's to be expected. What I'm tired of these has been ass celebrities using trans women to get back in the media because nobody is listening to their music or going and nobody's really checking for them like that. Same thing with Dave Chappelle. Like, ain't nobody. I mean, we ain't nobody watching the Chappelle show like that. Ain't nobody really checking for you. I mean, maybe yes, people may still go to your shows and stuff like that, but like you're not like for real. People, I feel like Kevin Hart was a little more popular than you were at one point. Nobody's really checking, and people not even checking for Kevin Hart, little short ass either. But these has been these washed up Gen Xers. No offense to any Gen Xers that's in the room, but y'all know when y'all try to resurface onto it's I mean, maybe it's just a coincidence that they all Gen X, but when y'all try to resurface onto the map, that's when y'all start talking about trans women. It's just like, girl, leave them alone. Like, yes, I did, and please don't get blocked. Oh Lord, it's some transphobic people. It's some transphobes in the comment section right now. Cause why y'all in here? As soon as I start talking about your Lord and Savior Dave Chappelle, I'm talking about your daddy Dave Chappelle, and now y'all mad. In conclusion, stop talking about trans people when you want to resurface into the media. You fucking weirdo. Anyways, next we have Doja Cat or Gwen Stefani. We're going through these topics pretty quickly. Who y'all want to talk about next, Doja Cat or Gwen Stefani? Let's just talk about Doja Cat. Doja Rat, I like to call her. Sean, you starting to get on my nerves. Let me block you. Sorry about that, y'all. All right. So, talking about Doja Rat. Doja Rat was recently in the media or had in the media for a couple controversial things. First, she was in a minor's DMs. Am I getting the story correctly? She was in a talking to a minor, trying to get a minor to put her on with a grown ass adult. And then once she received some back, I guess he exposed her because he's a child and that's what children do. Then that's when she started calling him a snake and inadvertently trying to get her followers to attack him and harass him as well. Allegedly, that's what they said that she was doing, child. Then after that, they said that she was making fun of Amber Heard. Y'all so fake. Y'all so damn fake. Now, just 2-3 weeks ago, y'all was all kikiing and going off on Amber Heard. Y'all wanted to see a bitch down. Now this black woman this biracial woman make fun of Amber Heard, and now it's like the end of the world. I mean, granted, what she said was disgusting and very insensitive, but I just love how y'all like to pick and choose and shit like that. Doja Rat is a disgusting specimen. You know what I'm saying? Doja Rat really gets on my nerves. She is and she's one of the reasons why I'm against interracial dating. Yes, I am, because y'all create women and children and biracial people like her, and y'all don't teach your kids nothing about nothing, and so they go out and see. What the thing is that bothers me is that now she's perpetuating violence onto black people with her harmful rhetoric. And now she's over here grooming children. Now, what kind of weird shit is that? But that's how white people do. Let's be honest. Doja Cat, that's a white woman. She looks black, but I'm sure she has more white friends than most. And that's why I make that whole niggas ain't shit. That song that she made, that song makes me so uncomfortable. Her singing it to her primarily white audience. She is. I don't know who's worse. I take Summer Walker simple-minded ass over Doja Cat any day, child. Because Doja Cat is anti-black. Don't forget, Doja Cat was also in them chat rooms with a bunch of racist white men and they was like jacking off or doing whatever they was doing while they was in the room with her while she's over there, and they calling having some sort of jungle room ass fever, some jungle fever, child. That's what they was giving. She was calling herself the N-word, and I'm not gonna say allegedly because there's videos and photographs all proving this to be true. Then she like all of that. I don't know. I just think that Doja Cat is, she's just the epitome of what's everything that's wrong with interracial couples. Like, this is what happens when you don't teach your children, you don't instill you don't instill any sort of like integrity into your children when they're Black. And you know what? Before I get off of her, I want to say I don't give a listen. I'm about to say something, and I don't know who needs to hear it. I don't give a fuck what you've been through. There is no excuse for anti-Blackness. Okay? I don't give a fuck if you were abandoned by your Black ass daddy. I don't care. I don't want to say that. Now I'm not saying that that's okay, but I don't care what traumas that you've experienced. There is no excuse for anti-Blackness, because now you're impeding your traumas onto other people, on the innocent people that don't have shit to do with it. I'm not your father. I'm not your uncle. So I don't give a fuck of what little Black girls told you was ugly growing up. That's not an excuse for your grown ass as an adult to be anti-Black as an adult. I don't know who needs to hear that. Because y'all kill me with, well, her daddy abandoned her. There are plenty of Black people who, you know how disappointed I am so disappointed in my father, but that's not an excuse for me to be anti-Black. There's no excuse for anti-Blackness. And I don't give a fuck how that comes off. So that's that. And last but certainly not least, we have Gwen Stefani. Gwen Stefani has new music with Shenseea, Sean Paul, and some other Negroes from Jamaica. I'm really annoyed. Jamaica, y'all gonna have to take this L, Jamaica, because I don't understand. I feel like, I'm sorry, and as a Jamaican person myself, I think I feel like I'm well within my rights to say this. I feel like Jamaicans are the most likely to like ignore cultural appropriation. Like, I feel like we as Black Americans, that's more of our thing. We have a little tolerance for cultural appropriation and stuff like that. Whereas Jamaicans, they really feel like, oh no, it's just because there are white Jamaicans and stuff like that. And it's just like, y'all could have, Shenseea and Sean Paul, y'all could have made a song with Spice. Y'all could have made a song with Lady Saw. I'm not sure if she's still making music anymore now that she done gave her, life to the Lord, or whoever the fuck. Hell, I'd rather y'all make a song with what's that girl from London? Big London or something like that. Steph Don, whatever. Steph London or whatever the fuck her name is. Her. I'd rather y'all do a song with her untalented ass than as opposed to y'all doing a song with this white woman. What the hell? Like, Jamaica, y'all gonna have to take this L. Y'all gonna have to take this L. Y'all gonna have to sit on it for a little bit, because I just don't understand. It's like, y'all, out of all the artists for y'all to unite with, y'all gonna unite with this white woman. She's talking about some big star, big star, whatever the hell. I don't even know what she's saying in the song. Gwen Stefani is making a song with Shenseea and Sean Paul, and she's literally like singing in like a fake ass Jamaican accent, and it's a nice song. Like, but y'all. It's like, hell, at that point, you might as well have made a song with Iggy Azalea. Like, I'm sorry, I side-eye any Black artist that makes music with white people appropriate in a Black scent. Girl, they all getting the side-eye. Everybody getting the side-eye at this point. It's a mess. And she's wearing a wig, a lace front wig with dreads. And she should have sat her ass down. And can we also point out that Gwen Stefani is also married to a country singer who gives me I grew up in a sundown town vibes, like, but yet and then she, like, all of them artists back in the early 2000s are weird. Like, remember when Gwen Stefani, like, this my shit. All the girls want to be like this. Remember when she was she made that song, whatever, Bananas or whatever, and she had them Asian Harajuku Barbie posse that she just used to have around her at all times. Y'all remember that? Like, and they literally would just stand there like that. Her, Chelsea Handler, when she used to have that little Asian, not Asian, the little Mexican little person that was like her co-host, and he didn't do anything except for like just be a little person. Chewy, do y'all remember that shit? Like all of these artists are weird. Like you literally use black and brown people, BIPOC people as like a prop and just had them in the background. Same thing with Missy Elliot when she had them little kids dancing in her videos. My friends are like, they keep on freaking. I'm in a fucking group chat right now, and my friends are like having like a full blown conversation. It's pissing me off. I don't like. It's annoying. But yes, they were their pets. Yes, their pets, child. Missy Elliott had them little kids in her just as props. They were Asian, white, and I think I don't even remember there being a black girl there, but I'm sure she did. I'm sure she had them all different flavors. Missy is kind of weird. That's weird. Why do you not? I think that shit is weird. Like, yeah. So I give a side out to any celebrity that uses people of color as like a prop. People of color, children in their videos or on their like anything. That's weird. I remember too. And now Ciara's doing it in her music. You need to leave these kids alone. Go and get some grown women to be in your videos. Stop putting little teenagers and little kids in. Why the hell was Ciara dancing with them kids in the Level Up video? Why? And all of them, none of them were black. But I like, why do you have kids in your video, Ciara? It's giving Michael Jackson. It's giving Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. That nigga was weird too. God rest his soul. Ciara I think it's Russell. I think it's that husband. I think it's giving. I still want to relive my high school, college days. I think it's Russell Wilson. I think that he won't. Just like how Janet Jackson, when she got with that man, and he was telling her to keep, be all clothed and all this other shit. And her music kind of changed a little bit when she got with that man. It's the same thing with Russell. I think it's just. I hate to blame it. I don't know who it is, but there's somebody in her ear that just won't, something. There's something. Clearly, no one is encouraging her to evolve. I just can't get over her. He go, wow, when I make that thing jump. Like, what? Girl, stop. Stop.